Piscataway has seen an increase in warehouse development. What is your strategy to balance industrial growth with the preservation of residential quality of life?
That's a great question. I think it's not just that we've seen warehouse growth, it's that we've seen nothing but warehouse growth. It's almost exclusively the mayor's agenda to build a warehouse anywhere he can. And we just think we need more economic diversity in our economic development. We don't really do anything to support our small business entrepreneurs, as I said earlier, or even have a strategy for recruiting mid-sized companies to come here. We have lots of corporate campuses. A lot of them are empty or not fully leased up. We have office space. We have people who have great ideas and are hard workers here. We need to make sure that we are bringing in companies that are going to hire Piscataway people. And one thing that we don't do at all, which is shocking to me, is have any kind of community benefit agreement where we require especially the warehouses, but really any corporation that we're giving a tax break to, and we give a lot of tax breaks to a lot of these developers to incentivize them to come here, and then they do all kinds of damage to our environment. But if we're going to make that kind of strategic decision, we should at least be asking those companies to commit to hire a certain number of our residents at certain job scales. We should be using craft services and carpentry and all kinds of local entrepreneurs to help build those buildings. I have no idea, because they will not tell us whether most of those developments are being built with union labor or whether they're being built in a safe way for the workers who work there. We have no information at all about the quote-unquote good jobs that the mayor says these developments bring. We have asked, I personally have gone to, I can't even count how many council meetings, and asked for that information. Just give us a report about what is the number of people that have been hired? How long are they hired for? What are their working conditions like? Can they form a union if they want to, or are they going to face backlash from their employer? Those are the kinds of community benefit agreements that other towns around the state and country negotiate all the time. But I have point blank been told by the current mayor and other members of the council that that is not a thing that happens. And I honestly think it's that they've never been anywhere. I don't know if they've just never been anywhere else, or they've not talked to other municipal leaders, but communities around the state regularly engage in community benefit agreement negotiations so that they get something for giving something up, and that something up is tax dollars. And if those companies are going to come here, they need to be able to really show how they're going to invest in our community, because otherwise maybe they don't need to come here. Maybe they don't need a tax break to come here. We need to make sure that we're holding them accountable.